Hello viewers, in this video we're going to learn variation, and in variation we have the two types of variation. The first one we have direct variation, the second one we have inverse variation. Then we are going to solve both the two examples that contain direct variation and the inverse variation. Okay, firstly we are going to look at this example that says if A is directly proportional to B, that is for the direct variation, and A is given as 120 when B is equals to 30. We ask to find the formula that connecting A and B. That is the relationship that connecting A and B. We are going to look at the relationship that connecting A and B here. Then you can never find the relationship until you provide constant. Okay, by providing the constant, if A is directly proportional to B, then for you to remove the symbol of proportion here, then you can introduce constant. Therefore we can say A is equals to, we can use K as our constant, or we can use C as our constant here. That is, when removing the symbol of proportion, we provide a constant. Then we know the value of A here is 120 is equals to K. The B given is 30 here. That is 30. Then now we are going to find the value of K. That is, by dividing both sides, we can know the value of K. We divide both sides by the coefficient of K here is 30. That is, here is 30. That is 30, cancel out 30. Then therefore we have K is equals to 120 divided by 30. We divide 120 divided by 30, we have K is equals to 4. That is 4. K is equals to 4. Then the relationship here is, if you have A is equals to K4, that is the relationship or the formula connecting A and B. That is the formula that connects A and B. That is, here is 4B. This is the formula that connects A and B. Since you know the value of the unknown, that is for the direct variation. That is a simple example for the direct variation. Then we're going to look at the inverse variation here. For the inverse variation, when you say inverse, that is, if you have 2, the inverse of 2 is 1 all over 2. That is the inverse. Okay, when you hear the word inverse, anything will be in the form of fraction. Then here, the question for the inverse variation says D varies inversely as T, and D is equals to 3 when T is equals to 2. We ask to find the value of T when D is equals to 2. Then here we have to say solution. Then D is directly proportional. D is varies as inversely as T. This is how the statement will be. Then for us to remove the symbol of proportion here, we have to provide constant. Therefore we have D is equals to, place our constant will be K all over T. Then we can substitute the value of T and D. Since the T given in the question here is 2, that is, the D is 3. 3 is equals to, K is not given, the T here is given as 2. And now we dissolve into the fraction form. Here is the fraction stage. How can we solve the fraction stage? We can do cross multiply. Anytime we have fractions separated by equality sign, we can do cross multiply. Here, therefore, we can say k times 1 here we have k, 3 times 2 here we have 6. That is, the value of k here is 6. Therefore, we can continue here and find the value of t when d is equals to 2. That is, if you have the formula that connect them, as you have d is equals to 6 all over t. Now this is the formula that connect them. Then we are given again t is equals to 2. We find the value of t. They say we find the value of t when d is equals to 2 here. That is, here the d is equals to 2. 2 is equals to 6 all over t. That is, we are looking for the value of t now. Then now we have another fraction. How can we solve it? Then we can do cross multiply by saying this is over 1 t times 2. Here we have 2t is equals 6 times 1. Here we have 6. Then we can have 2t. Now we dissolve into an equation. How can we find the unknown? That is by dividing both sides by the coefficient of the unknown given. The coefficient of the unknown is 2. We divide both sides by 2. Here we have t is equals to 6 divided by 2 is 3. That is in the case of direct and inverse variation. More examples are coming. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more videos. Bye.